attraction number 3 for day 3 is Sandy Falls, Sandy Creek, Sandy Falls, Sandy Creek. Very low risk of crocodiles. Excellent. Just what I like. It's a 1.5-ish one way, have a swim, 1.5 back. Grade 3, so it should be okay. And this is a new one for us. That's the start of the track. That's a cool start. Speak to me.
I said this must be why it's called Sandy Creek.
Why?
Because it's sandy.
So all the reviews that I did read, which weren't too many, said that this was a pretty easy walk through Melaleuca Forest. Not what I expected as easy. I definitely would think it's a moderate, and you do kind of need some ability because you do have to go up a couple of little hills and rocks and stuff. There's no massive boulders or anything, not like Emma Gorge if you've watched our Gibb River stuff or anything like that. It's definitely not an easy walk. Definitely have to watch his foots and where they go.
What do you reckon, Aria?
Not very good.
Sandy Creek Falls?
No.
Wow, it's so big. It's so big.
Well, how good is this? That is so worth the walk. Not an easy walk, but absolutely spectacular. It's definitely up there on the favourite of the Litchfield National Park, and I'm so glad they've opened up access to this. Because you should get to see this stuff. It's amazing. Water is freezing cold, but you have to get in. Don't forget to bring your noodles, have a float around, and really make a bit of a time out of it. Right, a bit about the Shady Creek Camp as well, which is a national park camp here in Litchfield. It is 4-drive only, no caravans or trailers, so it has to be your rooftops and your tents and all that sort of stuff. There's toilets here. Campsites are reasonably sized for the suitable vehicles that come, and there's looks like there's campfire pits and stuff in each one as well. It's actually really beautiful, especially this time of evening. It's about 5:30, Yeah, about 5:30, and it's got a really nice peaceful bush camp to it.
Alright, we're back on the road after finishing the track and out to Sandy Falls, Sandy Creek Falls, and yeah, track was really easy. They just had a grader through, and like I don't imagine it would get any worse. Like it might just get it corrugated, but it's not a challenging four-wheel drive at all. Probably the most challenging part is the river crossing at the start. Once you get across that, I think it'll be right, at least as far as we went into down that track. Yeah, it was a good little adventure.
Good morning. Today's a bit cloudy, but we've taken off a little bit later. It's already lunchtime. We've just chilled out this morning, hoping for it to get a bit warmer because we want to go to Florence Falls and Buley Rockholes, but we don't want to go in the cold. So we're hoping it's going to warm up, but it's lunchtime already. Don't think it's going to get much warmer. So yeah, we stopped in at the Termite Mounds first. We'll show you those.
We're arriving at Florence Falls now. It's really one of our favourite spots in Litchfield and one of our favourite spots in the whole of the territory. So definitely put it on your list. We'll show it off to you. It's pretty epic. Check it out. We normally do the lookout and then go down the stairs, and then we do the Shady Creek walk back up.
Because I don't want to walk up 135 stairs.
Yeah.
next stop and the last of our Litchfield adventure is the Buley Rockholes. And hopefully they're a bit warmer than Florence, because that was a bit icy. Not as icy as yesterday, but definitely on the cold side compared to what it used to be when we came all the time. So yeah, I'll show you around Buley Rockholes. We've been camped up with my uncle and auntie, and before we were Camps Ambassadors they already were Camps fans as well, but this is our first chance to have a quick look at the Camps Pendium because they've bought that one to travel around Australia. They've told us they absolutely love it. They love that they can just pull out one spot, one book for where they're going to be, so Western Australia, and they don't have to have the whole camps book hanging around. And they love it because all the maps, they can highlight where they're going, they can circle in pencil which ones they want to camp at as they go when they're doing their planning, and not have to have a big heavy book around.
Or a computer.
Or a computer. So it can be off-grid, easy to see, follow their map, follow the road they want to travel on. They can tell whether it's a sealed road or whatever. They really love it. From what I can see, I think I'll love it too if we got one. Just because that same thing, you know, don't have to have that big heavy book hanging on your lap. And you can just, if you're focused on one state, you can just grab that. Yeah, so I'm really excited that I got to actually have a quick look at it, and I thank them for that. And if you haven't already, check out the Camps Pendium online and the Camps 11 book.
G'day guys, quick little product that we've purchased ourselves with our own cash to try out for everyone, to give a review on. These are from Dick's Engineering. It's called a Mawby hook, and it replaces D-shackles for towing chains. So it's got a shackle bit and a hook bit, and the hook goes on the chain and this goes on the tow vehicle, and it's got like these tamper-proof pin things. So we'll be installing it now, we'll chuck it in, see how it goes. The most important thing is that it is fully tested and rated for light trailer chain coupling. So there's been a lot of debate online about whether you can use these like hooks or whether you have to use D-shackles. These are marketed as a replacement, a legal replacement for D-shackles.
It even says here.
And so we'll be putting them on today. We'll show you how they go on. I think it should be pretty easy, and then we'll give you a bit of an updated review after we've used them for a little while. Let you know how they go. Alright, so that goes onto the existing chain. Now it looks like this pin goes through. Pin goes through and in. And then that needs to like go in, and then there should be room to put this bad boy in. Can you tell I've never done this before? I think I might need some pliers to squeeze this enough to get it in. Okay. So I've got my pliers now. That's in fully. That's still not wanting to go in. Just need to use some man strength maybe. Get in there. Better than a hammer. Job done. Slight issue. Now, if you have a look here, our thing is quite fat, our tow bar here, and so when we put this in, there isn't actually enough room to, like there's not enough depth in it for our tow bar. So we're going to have to, we could do it if we did it right at the bottom here, we'd make it work. However, we wouldn't have any movement in the, like sideways movement in it possible.
Show that with the pen.
So I think it would be quite difficult to
So when I
hook up.
yeah, so there's like no
movement, we can't go anywhere else. I think it'd be quite difficult to hook up. So we're going to actually just leave the D shackles on there and see how that goes. We'll put these onto the D shackles and have a go at that. It shouldn't make any difference.
just give us movement.
Yeah.
So I guess that's some feedback for them. I'm not sure how many people have
Larger tow
larger.
hooks.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, what have we found out?
So these larger D shackles, the hook won't even, the thing won't even fit on the larger D shackle. The pin won't even go through it. So
Same thing, same depth problem.
width, yeah. So that's a bit of a bummer. I have just, however, just tested the hooks, and the hook will go onto this and latch onto this. It's a little bit chunky, but it still hooks on fine and latches and like seems to secure fine. So I think we're going to go with just the D shackles on there and skip this part. I mean, I don't think it'll affect anything because the rated part's the hook, and then this is already rated for
The D shackles.
D shackle's already rated for the chains and stuff. So yeah,
It
we'll
just
just
mean we're not undoing D shackles, we're just undoing the hooks off. the
exactly, yeah. So the D shackle will just stay on there all the time.
Back he goes. Pretty cool.
So you know we don't stage anything. You just saw us bumble around trying to fit these. So we paid, I think it was $90 including shipping for the set, for the 2 hooks and the 2 rings, which is very expensive, I think. But Australian made and stuff. So
And it's as small as a business bottle, but we can't use half of it, so we will send them an email
yeah,
and
we'll give them some feedback that that's probably a little bit too small. There's the depth on that guy.
Yeah, to make sure everyone can use them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, time to hook up. Try these new bad boys out. Right. Hey, Future Daniel here. We just showed you installing these hooks. It's been 2 months now, so we thought we'd give you an update. We did figure out how to put them in and install them on our tow ball, and it doesn't move the way that it should, like freely up and down. So it's kind of just static where it is, but it still works, and it saves us so much time putting the caravan on and off with D shackles. They piss me off so much, and these hooks are heaps easier. So 2 thumbs up, we recommend them. We contacted the company about the narrowness of the throat and how it doesn't work with our tow bar, and they said that the next batch they're producing should have a wider throat on it, which means it'll fit a greater variety of tow bars, I guess, and just makes life heaps easier. And it's legally rated. So even now with the new ones, Amanda can do the full hitch and unhitch of the caravan while we have the electric jack and these new hooks now. She can do the entire hook hitching and unhitching by herself. She used to struggle with like finger strength to do the D shackles up and undo them, and used to like sometimes have to get pliers and stuff, but now it's just easy. Yeah, so very recommended.
Alrighty guys, that brings us to the end of Litchfield. Wasn't sure if I was going to tell you about this camp, but of course I'm going to, you know, that's what I do. So this is another reason why you need your camps Australia-wide app or guides, because this camp that we've camped at has been a free camp just outside of Litchfield National Park, and it's only on the camps apps. It's not on camps products. It's not on any of the other camping products, so that's why you need to follow our advice and get yourself the camp stuff. So it is a free camp. It's been amazing. It's been a really good location. It's been quiet, and we've been able to day trip into the different areas of the national park each day. So we've done 4 nights, and each day did a different area, as you would have seen, and we got to free camp at the end of it, because honestly the park in dry season at the moment is hectic busy. We have never seen it this busy in our whole time of living in Darwin, and we visited Litchfield lots when we lived here, and we never saw it this busy. So it's definitely getting more popular. And just, yeah, if you love free camping, it's also good for the budget, with the petrol prices the way they are and the diesel prices the way they are. This free camp's great. So I'll pop it in the screenshot like I always do. It's just called the Litchfield Park Road Rest Area, and you can free camp up here. But because I've told you about it, please make sure you respect it. Make sure you take all your rubbish, keep it clean, don't chop down trees, all that stuff that you do when you're a good person in a free camp. Anyway, that's the end of that. We're going to take you on another adventure. Another national park. Can you guess where it is?